I think he was poised, and I think every player who watched, and I'm not even talking about fans and all that, I'm talking about every player who watched this finals, I'm pretty much said the same thing.
Yeah.
This is what they brought him for. Big shots, big moment, take over. He delivered. Plain and simple.
That they needed him, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
that was the big question, right? This summer was like, oh, is he just hopping on with them, or do they actually need him?
Well, like you said in the interview last night with you, he pulled his weight. It wasn't just, hopping on to ride the coattails of the Warriors for making the finals or ride Steph's coattail or Clay. No, he definitely delivered. He definitely did what they brought him here to do.
On both ends of the floor.
Right.
Yes.
Not just making shots, that's what we're going to remember, but we won't remember the amazing defense he played on LeBron, wearing him down. LeBron was tired at the end of that game. A lot of that was because Kevin Durant was all over him. So he was amazing. And the other thing is, he talked about it, David West talked about it, the sacrifice that everybody on this team made.
Right.
Everybody left a little so that they could all have more together. And when people say, why would he go from Oklahoma City to Golden State? It's because of that culture.
Right.
That's the difference. It's a culture where a two-time MVP can say, I don't have to be finals MVP ever.
Yeah.
As long as we keep putting on jewelry, I'm good with that. And that's what he wanted to be a part
Big
of.
picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not. We've seen other teams struggle with that. Super teams.
Yeah.
You guys have certainly seen that up close, where a super team was supposed to win, and instead you guys had a better team culture. I mean, the critics from the player side, the ex-players and even some of the current players last summer were like, hey, I would never do that. Maybe good for him, fine, he has the right to do it, but I could never join them instead of beat them, sort of thing. Has seeing the way he functions in this team changed any of your guys' minds about that whole beat him versus join him thing?
I mean, no, not really, because at the end of the day, you got to look, it was still his decision. He still has to feed his family, still has to go out there and work, play basketball and work. So
I mean, let's not pretend he couldn't feed his family.
Yeah, but
at the end of the day,
it's the saying of it.
They got restaurants in Oklahoma City, too. I'm
Not
just
good
saying.
ones, though.
Yeah.
Hey, easy. That was not the question. I just mean, but Vince, like the way you guys have all seemed to really appreciate the way he fits into this team.
Right.
And so I didn't know if it added an extra layer for players who feel so competitive about, I couldn't join the team that beat me, to see sort of the way he's functioning here, maybe adding something different.
Well, for me, I mean, still, I don't know if I could do it at that time,
Right.
in my prime when I'm the go-to guy. But at the same time, he made it look so seamless. It was easy. It was easy. So everybody, and right now, I think everybody's saying that, but when opportunity knocks, then we'll see what they do.
Right.
You
It's
know
one
what I'm
thing to
saying?
say, I would never do that.
Right. And into the opportunity, because at the end of the day, our goal when we step into this league is what? To win a championship.
Yeah, bottom line.
You won one. I want to win one. But at that time, I wanted to win one for my team, my way. And that was it. I wanted to beat the best. I mean, because that's just what we were
it's all
taught. That
about,
was the
yeah.
culture,
Sure.
and that's the way the league was. Now, it's a little different now. It's more money. We can get into all of that. But
Right.
right now, he did what he was supposed to do. He did what was best for him. And when we knocked him for it, he's like, well, guess what? I can deliver,
Right.
and I'm going to show you.
And there
he
we
did.
go.
Last laugh.
So
He sure
it's interesting. David West also said last night that it was worth it for him to take less money to join this team. He had a really key
He was
role in
criticized
last
for that
night's
also.
game.
Yeah.
He was criticized. Well, this is what I'm about
Years
to.
ago.
You see my segue, and what I'm about to ask you, Mister. I would still like to win a championship ring. You're a free agent this summer. Would
What
you?
I mean?
I'm just saying.
Would you consider
It's all about opportunity.
joining a team like this or one other team that was a contender to say, okay, maybe I'll take less money. Maybe I just want to be able to be part of this.
It's a long summer, and
Wow.
Great answer. Great answer.
Man right here.
watch out.
I can't-
Y'all not putting that pressure on me right now. But no,
We don't prep him for everything on
we
this show.
don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely, I'm open for it.
Okay.
I want to win, and I want to play, and I want to do what somewhat what Kevin Durant did. I want to do for my team. I want to go out there and play and provide and show that I can still play this game. So it's a lot going into it. I'm just not one to just go on a team, like I said, ride the coattail. And that, for me, you can say how old I am, whatever. I proved that I can still play in this league. I don't want to go sit on the bench.
I felt
and
like David
be a
West made an
cheerleader.
impact
But he
on
made
last
an impact.
night's game,
Exactly.
though.
Yeah,
Didn't
and
you?
that's
I felt like
what
he
I'm
was
saying.
a real part of
I
that
want
game
to
last
contribute.
night.
That's what I'm saying at the end of the day. And everybody hears this now, so they all know where I stand with that. I want to play, and I want to contribute.
Right.
This
And
man is
contributing being on the
not,
court.
he's not Jack Haley.
Nice.
This is the guy who get out there and gets
Man dunked at 40 years old this year more than once during the
Yeah.
season,
Keep
so he
repping
doesn't have to
for the old
convince
head.
anyone
My man.
about
My man.
anything.